Hey guys, what's up? It's Nicole June and welcome back to my channel. So I have such an exciting video to film for you guys. I filmed a video kind of similar to this last year, literally in this exact same spot, about Western University and like my experience there. But this year I thought that I would film for you guys like my tips for incoming freshmen. I have 10 tips to share with you guys. I do go to Western University in Ontario. Great school, I love it. I'll link down below my experience there if you are curious. I'm going into 4th year now, studying psychology, just in case you didn't see my other video. But hopefully people who are going into school, or even if you're already in school, you can still like use these tips if you're already in university or college or whatever. This is just kind of like the things that I have kind of like learned or come across, or like things that, I don't know, I feel like incoming freshmen should know. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video. If I'm looking down, I do have them written out on my phone. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get right into the video. Okay, so these are gonna be really jumbled up just because it's like, I don't know, my brain was just kind of everywhere when I wrote these out. Okay, so my first tip for you guys is to keep an open mind when you're meeting people. I know it sounds like so cliche and cheesy and like probably everybody says that, but it is so true. You really never know who you're gonna end up getting close to when you're at school and like who's gonna really come into your life. Like for example, the first person that I met, like when I moved into res, we got like taken out of our cars and there was one other girl that was there and we like talked that first day and like I didn't really think anything of it. And then I ended up seeing her around campus and ended up we were like in the exact same program, had every single class the same. Like it's just so weird how like it's so big at Western, but also it's just like you see everyone around and it's like also just like such a small world. And then also like on your floor, just like keep an open mind. Even if you don't think that you're gonna click with somebody, you really do not know. And just like be nice to everybody because you're gonna see them around. It's gonna be weird. So yeah, definitely keep an open mind when you're meeting people. I promise, it'll be good. My second tip is if you can, live in a traditional style residence. I'm assuming all schools probably have different types of reses. Like there's traditional, which is where you have a roommate. And you're living in the same room together. There's like, I know at Western there's hybrid, which is like a combination of traditional and what is apartment style. And then the apartment style is literally an apartment. Like you've got like a little living area, a little kitchen, and then you each have your own separate rooms. And I have heard that traditional is like very antisocial. I did honestly also hybrid, both of them I like didn't really hear great things about for like meeting people. Those were my top choices before. But yeah, traditional res was my last choice, and I honestly am like best friends going into 4th year now, so it's been like 3 years of knowing them, going on 4 years. And they're all still my best friends. Like every pre before we go out, it's with everybody that was on my floor in 1st year. Like it's insane. And I feel like if I wasn't in that environment, being like forced to like live with all these random people, like I would not have met that many people at all. And it honestly, it sounds bad. I'm also like a very like, I need my me time, and that was hard for me. Having a random roommate is having like your alone time and just like time to yourself. Like that part was hard, but it was all worth it of just like the people that I was able to meet, and like I would do it all over again. Hopefully with the same people because they were really great, but I'm sure you'll be able to meet really cool people as well. But yeah, it was just such a great experience. So my third tip for incoming freshmen is to strategically plan out your schedule for classes. Going into 1st year, I was like, oh yeah, I'll take 8 a.m. classes, I'll do 9 p.m. classes, like I'll go to them, I'll go. No. In 1st year, I didn't go to any, I think I went to my first 8 a.m. class, and then that was it. Because like I physically could not wake up for it. Like if you know you're not a morning person, don't make a class in the morning because you're like setting yourself up for failure pretty much. Yeah. And then also like night classes, I personally don't book a night class unless I know someone else that is also gonna have a night class because I'm just not comfortable walking home alone at nighttime in the dark. Not my vibe, I don't feel safe. So I like purposely make them so it's like 10 o'clock or later and like try to finish by like 6 o'clock. I like really dedicate my time to planning my schedule because I know I succeed better if I go to class. So I like really put it in times and like try to have days off so that I know that I will attend the classes that I have signed myself up for because that's a lot of money. So yeah. Okay, another tip regarding courses is do not just take a course because it's considered like a bird course or like an easy course. Like you are gonna do so much better in a course if you're genuinely like interested in that topic to learn it, because I've taken bird courses that like, yeah, they're decently easy, but like actually sitting down to like study for it and learn it is like awful. It's terrible because you don't care about it and it's like dumb. It's just not interesting to you. So like take courses, like definitely look up. I know at my school we have like a must know group for courses, so I'll always look it up, and like if a course is like known to be super hard, even if I find it interesting, I won't take it. But if people are like, oh, it's like it's possible to do okay in and I'm super interested in it, like I will take that course. But don't just take like, I knew so many people that took like Earth Rocks, for example, which is like an earth side course, I'm pretty sure, and like no one cared about it, but they took it, and then you just don't do well in it because you don't care about it, and you're gonna prioritize courses that like genuinely interest you over something that you just don't care about. I hope that makes sense. Okay, another thing, it's about courses, is broaden the type of courses that you take. When I was in first and second year, I took just like courses that were just like kind of like comfortable to me, I guess you could say. Like especially second year, pretty much my entire schedule was psychology courses, which was so stupid because if you're in psych or have taken psych courses, it's a lot of information, so I like screwed myself over with that. And then in third year, I like actually like really broadened my horizon, and like for example, when I was in high school, history, hated it. It was awful. And then this year I took two history courses that ended up being like my favorite courses I've taken. They were so interesting. If you're curious and you go to Western, it was Zombie Apocalypse, which is about like panic and paranoia in history, and it's honestly so interesting. And the other one was Sexual History, and it's just about like the history of like sex and stuff, but it was such an interesting course, and like the teacher just made it great. Got really good grades in both those courses. So definitely just like try out things, and if you don't like it, go to the first few classes that you can easily switch out by a certain date and it'll be like it never happened. Okay, these are so mixed up, but it's fine. So my next tip is watch your drink. Okay, when this involves like going out or like being in res, being at a house party, watch your drink and do not drink the drinks that they have there that they have made. I could probably do a full story time on this, I won't. But at a party, something was in my drink. I drank punch that had something in it. Let's just say I didn't really have enough alcohol to feel how I felt. So that happened. So be careful, even if you think that you can trust those people or you've like partied with them before or whatever, like be so careful and don't go alone to these random parties. Stay with people that you trust in case something does happen, because it can be really dangerous. Another tip that I have for freshmen, this involves living in res. I'm sorry a lot of them are about living in residence because I don't really have experience being an off-campus student, but I mean, yeah. But the next one is do not stay in your dorm room. I did this at the beginning. I like stayed in my room so often and just did like all my homework there, and I just like wasn't super close with people. And then as soon as I started studying in the study room that was on my floor and also going to like the common lounge on my floor, I got so close with everybody, because that's kind of like the place where people hang out and like you can just bond with people as you're studying, so you're getting your work done but also having a social life and getting close with people. So definitely do not stay in your room. Go out, study with people, at least just like hang out in the lounge. Even if you're on your laptop in there, like you will meet people so easily, I promise. You just have to put like a little bit of an effort in and you will do well. Okay, another tip that I have is if you're going to a university with a best friend, try and have a separate life apart from them. I feel like if you were to go into university with a best friend, like they're a safe person to you, so you're gonna stick with them and you're not gonna be as open to meeting a whole bunch of new people. Like I really made an effort when I went to school to not like go because my friends were going somewhere, which I am so happy that I did. Like so happy. I went in like knowing nobody, literally no one. And it worked out so well. Like I feel like if I had a safe person, I would not have met like my best friends that I've met there, because I would have just stuck with what's comfortable and what is familiar to me. So definitely even like don't room with a best friend, because first of all, apparently a lot of people don't become friends if they room together. And then also like if you're living with them, you're just gonna be with them. So at least if you're like in a separate room, you have a little bit of a life apart from them. Yeah. My second last tip is to join, I kind of mentioned this briefly before, but to join a Facebook group. There is like the must know for courses I mentioned, but there's also a group every year for incoming students. So like whatever year, it's like Western University class of 2020, that's what I'm part of, or whatever grade you're going, like whatever year you're graduating, there'll be a year. No, there'll be a Facebook group for your year. That's what I'm trying to say. And it's actually so helpful. Like there's so many people that I met through that. Like I have so many people on Facebook and Instagram and everything just from like being in that group. And also a lot of people will use that to find roommates, which is an awesome way to do it because you can kind of like get an idea of somebody before you do it, like before you move in with them, and you can see if you think you're compatible compared to like the university setting you up and you're not working out. Yeah. And my last tip is to focus on your studies but also have a social life. Like especially in first year, like yes, grades are important. I'm not gonna go and be like they're not important, but like party. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Okay, yeah. Like honestly, first year will be your least stressful year in university. You're like figuring everything out, how to do it. Like don't stress too much, just have fun and like you'll get into the groove of how to do everything. But yeah, don't stress yourself out too much. Go out, have fun, like pick out, make sure you like do all your homework. You know you're gonna go do something on the weekend, finish all your homework during the week so you can have like a 2-day break. Go out, do whatever you want. I sound like a really big partier. I'm like, go party! The whole video talking about parties. It's fine. Just have a good balance of both things, you know. I feel like I'm like sound like a terrible influence right now. This last point, this is not a good way to end the video. Have fun. But that is gonna be it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope it was a little bit helpful. If you have any questions about university, even college, I feel like I would have some advice because it's like, you know, they're pretty similar. Or like about residence, about Western University itself, courses, I don't know, anything. You can comment down below. I can make like a full video answering questions because I know in the last video that I made, I got like a decent amount of questions. And I did like a little section in another video answering them, but if I get enough, I'll make like a full video answering all your questions about it. I'd love to do that. Or also you can privately message me on like Instagram, or yeah, Instagram, and I'll answer your questions. Yeah, one thing is I got asked a lot of questions in my last video. Like I got DMs and stuff like asking about the application process or like grades you need for like programs that aren't psychology. And I'm just gonna say now, like I don't know. I only looked up psych, so like I'm not the person to ask. Like you can look at Western's website and I'm sure they'll have it, or you can like contact them. But yeah, I'm not gonna answer those questions because I just don't know the answer to it. But yeah, I hope that this video was a little bit helpful and it gave you a better idea or like some good tips if you're going in as a freshman, because you're going pretty soon. Be super excited. It's literally gonna be the best time of your entire life. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you in my next one.